All right, good evening and welcome to another exciting episode of the Men's Lounge. It's obvious. Once you know it's 9 p.m. and it's a Thursday, we are going to come your way with a sweet discussion that definitely will get your eyebrows being well much risen so that you'll be thinking. So last week we had a discussion, a continuation of what we had started even 2 weeks ago on healthy, essential, um, essential healthy principles that will lead to good relationships, obviously. And so we ended it up well. If you remember very well, we spoke about the God factor, which is one you cannot do without. I mean, it's something that you cannot do without. And so, yes, last week was awesome. Unfortunately, we had that bad news last week about our colleague and a member of the Men's Lounge also who had passed. And it was such a sad week. But indeed, life must still move on. One thing that's also exciting about this week as we started on Monday, was the fact that the Independence weekend was interesting. It was quite a long holiday for some of us, including the fact that Monday was a holiday. One other thing that's also very important is to realize that if you have noticed, you see that the COVID numbers are gradually going down, which is good news for us. The vaccine is in and people are taking it. I'd encourage you to also go for your vaccine. Remember, a vaccine shows the beginning to an end of an era of an epidemic. Okay, and so once there's vaccine, it means that gradually life will go back to normal. We are still in the new normal. The COVID is still around. Let's not think that because the vaccine is in, there's no more COVID. It is there. The numbers are still there, and indeed the numbers are still becoming people that we know. And so let's keep safe out there because it's important. Okay, so yes, we're going to go straight to our discussions today. I'll introduce my guest to you shortly. But before I do that, I'm going to go on this break. When I'm back, I'll tell you about my guest, I'll tell you about the topic, and then we move straight into the discussion. Please stay with us. Yes, welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are in the Men's Lounge, and we are going to be discussing something that's very peculiar to guys. Okay, you realize that when we meet our friends, we say, bro, Charlie, hey bro, what's up? Hey bro, what's up? You know that thing? Yeah, I'm going to be discussing something very particular about it, and that's what we call the bro code. It's like a code that a lot of guys keep among themselves. It can be amongst brothers, friends, anyhow. I mean, boys are boys. We have the bro code, and today we'll be discussing that. And so I would urge you to feel free, join us on all our social media handles: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and then on WhatsApp. So I'll start with the WhatsApp number, which is 020-2222-054. I repeat, 020-2222-054. And then for the social media handles, at e.TVGhana. So at e.TVGhana for Twitter, Facebook, and then Instagram as well, at e.TVGhana. You can join us. So today in the studio with me, I have two gentlemen. One is a gospel artist, and the other is... Okay, so maybe I should allow them to introduce themselves. What do you think? Let's do that today. It's been a while we did that, right? Guys, Akwaba. You know, this COVID has brought us a lot of wahala.
Yes,
Now we can't even shake hands
Yes,
anymore.
you can't even show our faces.
I hope after August we can be shaking hands.
Exactly.
You know how, because we used to have a lot of things. You do that and all.
All part of the bro code.
But all part of the bro code, I guess. All right, so I said that I'm going to allow you to introduce yourselves. It's been a while I did that. I usually have to do all the talking. Charlie, MC job in the AJ, you know, no more MC. So let's start from you.
Yes. So my name is Kwekwakosa.
Kwekwakosa.
Yes. And I'm a fashion designer. So, we make clothes for men and women. The company name is Racks of Glory. You can find us on all social media platforms. Yeah, so we make kaftans, shirts, anything you can think about. You can come to us and then we'll sort you out.
You sort us out there.
Yes.
I should start sleeping in your studio.
Exactly. You
Come
can
on.
all come fly.
Yes, boss. Yeah, my name is Sami Owusu.
Sami Owusu.
Yes,
Yeah.
a gospel artist.
Gospel artist.
A gospel artist, yes. And then we are ready to bless people out there with the word of God and also with the music aspect. So
Interesting. On this note, my name is Nanaya Odami, your host. Look at me, artist and KO. Okay, well, you see, your next song,
sure.
I will write a few lines. I hope my voice is good enough.
Very,
so
very,
we can
very good. Very,
do
very
something.
good.
Because quickly, I don't know what I can do.
Oh, you
Or I
can,
come in.
you can model for me.
I can model for
Yes.
you. Consider it done. So, guys,
Great, great.
today we are discussing the bro code.
Yes.
I did some little research before I came, so I put it down. Let me just read it to all of us. So, the bro code is a set of unwritten rules, okay, that govern the relationship between male friends. This thing is always very uncomfortable. When is this COVID leaving us, Krala? It's
Take your vaccine. Take your vaccine.
the vaccine. After the vaccine, after August, maybe
Everything
by
is
December
back to-
we should be fine,
By
right?
God's grace.
Anyway,
Right.
so the bro code provides men with all the rules they need to know in order to become a bro. You know, we always say bro, like I said, Kweku is my bro. He doesn't have to be my mother's son or my father's son. He's my brother. That's what it is. Okay, so properly among other bros, historically a spoken tradition passed from one generation to the next and dating back to the American Revolution. So, like I said, we'll just go straight to the point. And one of the things that I'll need to know, I've tried to define it, but let me take your thoughts on what the bro code is. What is the bro code?
Okay, I would say that the bro code is basically the rules or the guidelines that friends are supposed to follow in their friendship journey. Yes, so that's what I understand about.
That's what you
when
understand
yeah.
about it. But Kweku, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, one has said everything, but I believe that yes, it's as a set of rules that govern, you know, friends, brothers, who decide to stay together. You know, so they know that each other has the other person's back, basically. You know, so yeah, that's the bro code.
But you see, what I find interesting here is that these are rules that are unwritten. So then how
Exactly.
are you able to tell
So you should
which is what? Or it's just by instinct? That's okay, that's my brother, so I expect that, or he expects that I have to be able to do A, B, C, D. Is that what it is? So it just works by instinct, or the mere fact that I think I have a brother. So yeah, Charlie, it does. Even though you're not my brother, my mother or my father's son, I need to treat you like you were, or as if you were. Is that what it is?
I think that, you know, they say birds of the same feathers
They
flock
confuse
together.
their owners. They confuse their owners.
So if the three of us decide to be, you know, very good friends, we'll have some rules that are even unspoken, like you said, but
Yeah.
we will know
We will
that
know,
I can't do this to him, I can't do that to you. If somebody should come looking for you, I know what to say, because if I do this and that, it might go against you. You know, so some of these rules are really unwritten. I mean, most of them are unwritten.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So what are the universal rules? Maybe we should try to list them.
Yes.
Let's try. What are those universal rules?
Wow.
Let me say mine first,
Okay.
so that I'll leave the rest to you. You know what?
Probably
I mean,
somebody may say yours or something.
As a matter of fact, I remember, there's this experience I had way back in school where, when we're in school, we have this friend teachers who come to the class and, they like to do, what do you call that? Is it dictation or?
Conjugation.
No, the one that you go around, everybody has to say something.
Oh,
What was it
Mental,
called?
mental.
Mental. So there was one that we had in French. It wasn't maths, it was French.
Oh, okay.
And in the younger classes, like in class 6 and the GSS one, the you don't have much vocabs. And if you are in a class of over 30, by the time it gets to your turn, the thing is finished. You don't even know what to say. This French teacher
That
had
is
gone
true.
around, though, Charlie. He's gone around down, and then he got to. You see the Kofi Vale call and the Allegis and the rest. It's finished.
Is that?
So it has to be somebody who really understands the
Yeah,
French
very
language to be able to, form another sentence.
Yeah.
Then it gets to somebody's turn. The guy gets up, may say, speak. All he says is Kofi Enshiasi. Na no empire. You know what that means? Just a Kofi Atiashama na no empire. And that's so.
Very
Let me
simple.
say mine now, and I'll leave the rest to you.
And
So
that's
I
you.
am thinking the bro code. The number one should be no snitching. Macau there, and there. No snitching.
That's
Because-
it. That's
Virgin
basically it.
lashes.
But what are some of the universal codes? What are some of them?
Wow.
Okay, I would say that having your bro's back, no matter what your bro does, you need to have his back.
Even if it's bad.
Even it's bad. So long as you have accepted that you are a man's man, then basically you need to have his back no matter what.
In these are days of LGBT, let's be careful. It's not that- this LGBT. Let's be careful, okay? We are not talking. We are talking about
No,
bro,
no,
like
yeah,
bros.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
sure,
Yeah,
sure.
hard bro, hard bro.
Very
not,
tight one.
not hard and soft bro, hard bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. So having your bros back, irrespective of the situation, right?
Irrespective of the situation.
What
that-
more, Kwegu? Oh, you are still talking.
Oh, you
What's
Oh,
more,
I
Kwegu?
think he can.
Go on, Sammy. Let me
since
hear
you've
more.
taken
Seems you
the-
have a lot of.
Yes.
I didn't know gospel artists know a lot of this about bro codes. Sammy, what's
you know,
more?
some
What's
of
more?
these things we were actually practicalizing them unknowingly.
Oh, no, really, yeah.
Yeah, and so even as it stands now, somebody might not know what bro code is all about. Until today that we are
We're
trying to
talking
talk
about,
about,
yeah.
and then they will know that, oh, so this thing actually exists. Meanwhile, they were actually practicalizing it long ago. Yet, so you being a friendship with a bro, there are things that you don't have to do.
Yeah.
You understand? Probably getting yourself involved with your bro's mom, sister, ex-girlfriend, and all those I mean stuff.
Sammy, hold on. That ex-girlfriend matter. You see, I don't see how. Well, I'll come back to it, but I honestly don't see how it should be part of a bro code. Maybe we should put it in a way that, okay, getting yourself involved without notifying, keeping it away from your bro is probably where the issue is. But if the person is an ex and your bro, anyway, the matter now some way. And yeah.
Yeah, but you see, it will bring some kind of jealousy or something, and it wouldn't keep the relationship. The relationship will not be healthy or something. Yeah.
And so some snitching can start happening.
You understand?
Wegu.
But I think at the end of the day, in context with the ex-girlfriend, if we're still on that, I believe that at the end of the day is your personal happiness, if I should say. Yeah,
that's like breaking the code already.
I mean,
if you're going to begin
the
choosing
code-
your personal happiness,
the code is there to be broken in one way or the other. I mean, but yes, the code is very necessary.
It is.
Yes, it's there to guide us, the men, quote unquote. Yes. So, I think one of the rules is also by telling your friend what exactly they need to hear, by not being a yes man. You know, so some friends are not as real as you expect them to be. They tell you things that are clearly not true or clearly not going to help you. But because they know, oh, this is what you need to hear at this time, they'll tell you, and then you go ahead and do it, and then you realize that you've messed up.
Yeah.
So I believe that the bro code, one of the bro codes is that you don't be a yes man to your friend.
Interesting. You don't be a yes man to your friend. I mean, when your friend is going wrong, you should be able to tell, right? You should be able to draw the brakes and say that guy, look.
Exactly.
I think you did well, but it should have been this way or that way, so that all of us. Because look, if I were you, this is how I'll go about it, and I believe that every other person would have done the same. Sure. And so next time, let's try and it's not bad. But so, come to think of it, how many bro codes possibly could there be?
Countless, I think.
Countless,
Yes. Because I believe that it comes as and when there's a situation or there's an instance. So even now we can just form one bro code and it will be taken up by others. Yes.
I see.
Yes.
And so we can't possibly say there are 5, there are 10, 11, 20, 100. It just comes.
I don't think so.
No wonder these codes are made to be broken then. Because then if it means, you see, then that can be a problem, because then what could be a code, or what in my mind should be a code in your mind is probably not. And we may have to end up arguing and fighting it out until we get it right. Can't we establish specific ones to say that, look, we are a group of bros, and this and that and that, is our most important codes, and then these others, well, as and when, like you go to the the courts and the laws are always tested when specific issues happen. It doesn't mean that the constitution and then the lawyers put down all these things because they expected most of the happenings. Yeah, well, there are similar, but it's always tested when something happens. You don't think we should look at those rather? Maybe we say that, okay, specifically A, B, C, D up to Z are the ones that we dear. It has to be
Standard.
Maybe we should try and come up with 5 solid ones. Let's assume 3 of us, we are bros, from today.
Yeah.
From today,
Sure.
when you see me somewhere going to chase some girl, you have to cover me.
No one day I'll tell your girlfriend.
The guy is breaking the code already.
He's snitching already.
He's snitching already. Because the first code
That's
you're
a
going to put
universal
together.
one.
That's the universal one. No snitching. And you are snitching already.
Oh no. That one day I'll tell your girlfriend.
Why would you do that?
Oh no.
Why? You won't prompt me, you pick a phone. Are you home? I saw him. Is that what you're planning to do?
No, that's not what I'm going to do.
How you go? Okay, how will you tell her?
Oh, I just said that. I mean, I didn't actually mean it, but I have a way of going. I have a way of. I mean, approaching.
We'll beat you.
Maybe he will sing one nice song. And
He'll make a song.
Oh no,
with it.
I'm just going to speak to you for a very long time for you to understand that. Oh, what you're doing, it's not good at all. But if it's still, doing it, I'll just pray to God that God, may you reveal this to my bro's girlfriend. So that
I don't know, Bible. You're asking God to reveal the things.
if I say it verbally, I've broken the code.
broken the code, yes.
You understand?
Guys, let's try something out here. So let's try and come up with at least 5 top bro code rules.
Yes.
5.
Right now.
Let's try to come up with just 5. I'm sure the first one that we all know, that probably should form the universal one.
Exactly.
No snitching.
No snitching at all.
And
no
somebody's
telling.
snitching already.
Oh,
No snitching.
He's not part of the bros again.
So now that we have no snitching, let's add 4. Well, whilst we do that, we'd encourage you to also send your text, let your messages start coming. Contribute to this. Tell us some of the rules that you think should be part of the bro code. Let's give ourselves up to the end of this month. We should be able to come up with at least 50 rules, 50, and I need your help. Send us the text messages. Send it to our social media platforms. Let us see it. All the handles. I want to see the bro codes that you have. So let's come up with. This is Operation 50 Rules for the brothers. Okay, Operation 50 Rules. We are going to start the first 5, and we need the other 45 from you, the viewers. Okay, so 1 down, 4
One
more
down,
to go.
more to go.
Yes. So I mean,
So
Yeah.
the
so
first one is there, and that's the standard. No snitching.
no snitching.
Yeah.
And the other one too.
Don't be a yes man.
Don't be a yes man. Just like my big boss said.
Should we add it?
of course, I think is
We
it's
should.
perfect.
because some friends are very, very, very deadly. Some bros, basically.
Some bros.
Yeah,
They
they
just
see
said,
yeah, entering the pit,
And
and
they'll
they'll
allow
say,
you to
yeah,
enter.
say, oh, go. There's something good over there, but clearly,
The quality kumana wage. Okay, so number 2 is don't be a yes man.
yes.
Don't be a yes man.
So let's try to find number 3. 3 more to go. 3 more to go. 3 more to go.
I think also we can look at the idea of respecting
Yeah.
your brother.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, because
yeah.
in a group or in an association, you have to respect your fellow partner or another brother, basically, because you can't say that because we are all together as friends or brothers, you are going to be very disrespectful to them or even their families.
That would be rather
you know.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, so there has to be some kind of boundaries that has to be set in and also, respected, basically. You know that when you're going to your brother's house, you call, you just don't barge in and then, what should be part. It shouldn't be just one-sided, making us look very bad. But
I totally agree with
think
you.
we
So I
should
think
also
then the third one should be mutual respect amongst
Basically.
the
Yeah,
bros. Yeah.
sure.
basically.
So there's this funny thing. See, and I've noticed that among some men, it's almost most men, but some men, and they are bros.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is a tip, to the women. Okay, it's a little secret I'm giving you the ladies. Only the ladies. It's for the ladies alone. The women. When you cannot find your husband,
Yes.
or your boyfriend, please don't call his friend. Don't. The reason is simple. The moment you call, for example, if it's me you are looking for, and you start calling my friend, I will get my friend's calls. And until he's able to reach me, you will never reach him. That's the truth. You will keep calling your boyfriend or your husband's friend until that friend has been able to reach the person you are looking for. You will keep missing the calls also. That is a thing that you need to know. It's a secret. I know the guys, Kweku and Sami, will beat me up after here. I don't care.
This is back to the first rule.
But that's the truth. Okay. So when you can't find your husband or your boyfriend, don't call their friends. Because when you call them, they won't pick.
Yes.
They will try to call their friend before they call you back.
Yeah.
Well, have I exposed you?
Oh, no snitching.
No, but this one I didn't snitch.
No,
I'm just giving tips.
You're just advising.
I'm just advising. Exactly. I'm just advising. It's very important that we advise,
Very,
the
very,
ladies, because
very.
of course they are the same people that we always go around with.
Of
and all
course.
that.
Of course.
So it's just
Of
an
course.
advice,
Of
isn't
course.
it? I think one of the things we should also look at is family.
Right.
Okay. Yes, we are bros, we are brothers, and we try to look out for each other. Should we bring that bro concept close to our families as well, or we rather should keep it away from our families?
I think from my point of view, I think it will not be helpful if we should disclose our friendship to our family members and all. Because me being together with a friend, I feel comfortable to tell my friend, I mean, everything. You understand? It's not everything that I could tell a family member or something, but with my friend, everything, all
You
the
lay it
secrets
out.
could be
Yeah.
shared and
Yeah.
all. So at the very moment, probably a secret is not supposed to be heard by a family member or something. So when you involve a family member in, let's say, your bromance something, I don't think it's going to be the best, because probably there may be a decisions that the family may take against you, which you might not know. So
We don't like this your friend. You shouldn't come to this house again. Why do you keep calling this your friend?
You understand? So that's from my point of view.
Go.
Well, I think it can be, put together. We can take some bits and pieces of the bro code, which we believe to be very good, and then add to the family, rules as well. Because if we're saying that you shouldn't snitch on your friend, then basically you can say that you shouldn't wash the dirty laundry of your family in public as well, which is also basically kind of snitching.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like he said, we can't expose everything that we will tell our friends to family as well, because family members are also going to take it very differently. But we can take some of the very good codes and then incorporate it in our family settings as well. Yes,
I think I agree with you. I agree
Yeah.
with you. But again, we need to be. I think we need to be careful.
yes.
You see, from my point, or in my opinion, so for example, the idea of you being my bro, like Charlie, my guy, and I'm out of town, and my family, my kids, and then my wife are home, and look, if I were around, maybe on a Sunday, I would have taken them somewhere. I should be able to rely on you to say that, Joe, Charlie, you know what? I beg you, if you carry the kiddies, then if you go here for me on this day or on that day, or you probably, Charlie, go by the house and check on them. Say, oh, I hear say my meter no they work. You go pass through there and check for me. I think for me, these things can be reasons why we'll bring our bros a bit closer. Our coach should be able to bring us a bit closer to. But beyond that, I don't see why bros should be, because see, that is what will let the wife start calling us.
Yes.
Like you, Kweku, for example, if you don't go right now and they start calling me, I can't pick.
Of course.
I have to make sure I call Kweku and say, "Chat, Joe, where you
Where
did?
you dey?
Find out where you are before."
So
But there are real situations. So.
Oh, of course.
Look, what I was telling you, I told the ladies, I told them only part. Oh. There's another part. That one I won't share. That one I won't share. Or maybe I should just share one. Okay. This is a tip for the guys. When you are almost, the calls are coming like that and you're almost being caught. You know, bro code there. Doctors home, police for home, and all that. You can call your doctor friend. Joe.
Expose.
Charlie, are you where? I'm in the hospital. Guy, I'm coming there right now. Just go there. Get some drip, two drips there. And then you
This
tell
is
him.
bad. This is bad.
What you tell him that, oh, call my wife. And tell her something. You know, your wife will come and be crying, oh, honey. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I didn't know.
There you go, you see? On this note, we're going to go on the next break. We'll be back shortly. Please stay with us. Oh, welcome back. If you are just joining us, we are still in the men's lounge discussing the bro code. You know, the bro code. Charlie, I'll be your bro, you be my bro. There are certain things that we need to know. We don't have to break the code. And one thing that I always tell you is that, look, at the men's lounge, we teach, okay, and then we help the young people to grow to become responsible adults. And so I'm sure you saw the investment tip over there. Do not gamble with money that you cannot afford to lose. All right. There's all this betting and all these other ventures. There's some amount of money that you cannot afford to lose. Please, I beg you, do not gamble with it, all right? Even if you have to, make sure there's enough to save, and then you can gamble off only the little. If you gain, fine. If you lose, well, you won't die. You won't be too sad, okay? So take this from me. So back to the studio. I still have Kweku and then Sammy. We are discussing the bro code. And guys, I'm not going to give any more tips, okay? I don't want to break our bro code. You know what I mean? I don't want to break it, so I'll be nice. I'll keep our bro codes to ourselves. But let me find out. So, is there any point, or is there a situation where at a point we are allowed, men are allowed to break the bro code?
I would say when is a life-threatening
Situation you have
life-threatening situation.
Yeah, so then
Life.
would you try giving me a scenario?
Life threatening. Wow. Very interested.
Would you try giving me a scenario?
Well, I mean, life-threatening can be very difficult. But yes, I think that I mean, clearly when you realize the situation at hand, or the situation you find yourself in is going very sideways, and the only way to salvage the situation, not to break, but you have to bend it small. I mean, you can do that. I don't know if my brother agrees with me.
Oh,
but
Sammy, he's a snitch already, so I don't think you.
Oh no! I'm not a snitch. No.
Sammy, is there a point where we are allowed to break the code?
I was actually making a research about this bro code, which is something, and then I saw something that has to do with what the question you're asking, and that one there, I know it will go to, or it will go for any other guy out there. It was stated there clearly that like my boss said, when it's life threatening,
yes,
life threatening, when probably your bro gets involved with your girlfriend or something, yes, then that one. I'm sure maybe that's what he meant by the life threatening something, but he couldn't voice it out or something.
I mean, I wasn't even on that on that stretch, but you brought my attention. Yeah.
So I mean, for such a scenario, the bro code should be broken. Because in any case, it's been broken already.
Yes. Yeah, because there is a saying in our local dialect that say they have a way of saying it. Fire exactly. So long as my friend has been able to do this to me, it is possible for him to do that for the second time. So basically, then we have to call everything.
If Sammy has been able to snitch on me, he will snitch
Oh,
on me.
yeah.
So you know, we have to.
So you have to be taken out of the.
You have to take him out of the equation.
Yes.
So then, do I then suppose that the code can be broken?
On some exceptions.
Only on some exceptions, I mean, look, even though I am asking, I some way somehow agree that to some extent you have to break it. Look, I just imagine that my one of our bros is married, and we have noticed that he has an ex who is also married,
Right.
and then we've seen that he's not doing too well marriage-wise at home. And we clearly see he's not concentrating, but he speaks more to the ex who is also married and gets more closer and gives more attention to that ex who is married. I mean, if we speak to him too many times, we've tried everything. You know, there are times that he's going there, we even deliberately go and, deflate his tie, and he still goes. We might as well just call the wife and say, Jack, and so baby, you're doing this. Say, well, I didn't do but don't tell him we told you. You don't think we should do that? I think that would be the way to go.
Yes.
Because then we are trying to protect, you see, the family some way, somehow. If Kweku is married, okay, and Kweku is, like we have a bro code, I think it's my responsibility to protect his marriage from afar.
Exactly.
And I suppose that if it relates to this situation, then I might as well call the wife on the side and say, Jack, Sami say, we just thought you should know, and we're still trying to help, but you should also let him know that you know now, and what because he has to stop. That on that tangent, and probably similar scenarios, I would agree with what you're saying. But beyond that, for me, I'll say the bro code should not be broken at all.
And even to add to what you're saying, with this with the intervention that the brothers did for the other brother, in
the
a way,
one.
sorry,
The hospital one.
no, the one you're talking, the man,
Yeah.
the man. In that context,
Yeah.
even
Mhm.
I believe that one of the codes is being adhered to, because you are not being a yes man.
You are not, exactly. You
Exactly.
are trying everything
So,
possible to correct the
so-
situation.
So we can also say that maybe when you're breaking one code, you're actually adhering to another code. So you are not fully breaking the code,
Okay, I have this particular one that's bothering me, but I think that this one I want to give it to Sami alone.
Hey, why?
Oh, Sami, this one is just for you. So you see in the bro code there. You see, I gave a scenario earlier that sometimes the wives, they should stop calling their friends because we will not pick until we've heard from our brother.
Sure.
Then we will call you and tell you something. 100% of the time, or let's say 80% of the time, we lie to cover our brothers. How are you? Okay. We say things to cover our brothers. I think this is okay, right? We lie to cover our brothers. So, and it solves the situation. Look, it makes the situation calm down. Everything is okay. And it still stays amongst us as a code. But you and I know that we have lied. Some easy a righteous lie. Especially when we have saved situations. So is there a righteous lie, Sammy?
I don't think so.
I told you Sammy is a snitch. I told you this guy is a snitch. Kweku, you don't agree with me?
Oh, clearly. I mean,
So you don't think it's a righteous? Okay, so what is it? Because look, I've had to lie to cover you, and trust me, look, there was no option but to just lie. Look, these things are real. I have a typically true story. I don't want to say it here because I know my friend is watching. He will beat me up after here, and then he's TikTok too. I can't even face him. But it happened. I don't want to mention it. If I try it, even the wife, hey, wahala. But it's real. It happens.
True.
And we have to lie to cover our friends. And you are saying that it is not.
For the lies there, So long as the bro code rules is not written by God and it's written by a human being, and
They are unwritten, no?
I mean, with the first
Well, the
point
first few that we
something-
have been able to
yeah,
put together.
we've been able
Okay.
to put together, as in you have to have your bruise back and
yeah.
all. Yes, that one, if you are supposed to have your bruise back, then it means enthroning the with the lies.
Remember.
All bets are off. Everything is
It's
allowed.
it's either you lie or you don't speak.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's either you lie or you don't speak.
You don't speak at all.
Yeah. Like we live here, done, and Kweku gets home like 11:30. Meanwhile, Kweku is like 15 minutes drive away, and then the wife calls.
There was traffic.
Nana, traffic at this time of the night. Kweku, please don't go and say this and then get beaten at home. Let us speak for you. Let us speak for
Help
you.
me, my brothers.
Exactly.
Help me.
So Kweku will be picking and the wife will call. Then I reach Charlie, Jack, where you dey? Oh, guy, I just passed somewhere. Charlie, your wife they call you, so I go tell him say, be my there.
Yeah.
But then we discuss something very important. So I just pick my phone, but you move, so you they come. So tell them so you just move from my there. You bab. See this is the please the ladies, if you are listening, this is not meant for you. We are just doing bro
This
code.
is
You
behind
understand?
the scenes.
But you know the girls also have codes.
Of course.
They have serious codes that they
That
adhere
one
to.
there,
Look, don't try them. And you know they are very smart. They have serious codes. And so if you are discussing our codes, well, it's just a few, but there's more we won't tell you about. It's just only this few ones. So like you see, your wife is watching, oh.
Yes, she is.
Let me leave it here before we have wahala at home. So then I think it's allowed that we lie sometimes. It's just to create a calm situation. It's not to cause any harm, really. And so you should so you won't accept it as a righteous lie.
Okay.
Look, it's a lie to keep things in a good way. Oh. It's not a lie to make things bad. You know, some lies make things bad.
Yeah.
But this one, that you are just lying to, you know.
It's a white lie.
It's a white lie.
Hey,
Yes,
why
just
are
to-
we trying to? I mean, package the
No,
lies
but
in
It's a
a
lie.
but you see, we agree that it's a lie. Oh. But you see, the truth is that this lie is
It's not harmful.
it's harmless. Yes, we are trying to use it to keep something, you know, calm. But you may never know. You see, so can we call it a righteous lie?
I'll think about it.
Samiti made him. All right. So such fraternities, are women allowed to be part?
Well,
You know, bro code there, Charlie. You're my bro, and you know my wife. So if my wife joins us sometimes, is it bad? Is it bad? Anna.
Yeah, we are talking about the healthy aspect of the brew something, the bromance.
Sammy, hold on. Are you saying the involvement of a woman who makes it unhealthy?
No, like the woman,
the
or I
feminism
mean,
comes
but
with,
there should be a limit because
Then you can't call it a bro code anymore, Anna.
oh, but there are some women who are very
They're like boys,
supportive. You understand?
Yeah.
They have your back
Yeah.
as a brother would. You know,
Yeah.
and some
Is
of
it-
them are even more.
Than
More,
wives.
what's the word I'm looking for?
You
More
even-
supportive.
More supportive.
Yes, you know. So
So they're allowed to join.
a few of them.
No,
I
but
think I think when they pass the test, they can be allowed to join them.
oh, so we should try to have some sort of measure.
You understand? Yes,
When
so
you
that
cross that line, then we know that
then
we
you know
Charlie
that
wait
to-
there. Oh, we can.
we tried, but
We tried, but-
it didn't pass.
And when you pass, we know say Charlie, this
This
one
one
there,
there.
Charlie.
She's a bro.
She passed boy safe. I see. So then, but you see, you know they also have their codes. They also have serious codes, and you'd be surprised. Well, if you're thinking we don't know, we know. We just don't. We just wish we don't talk about it. Maybe one of these days we'll talk about it, but we know. The fact is that we know. Some of them, when they are chatting, among the girls, the words that they use, the jargons that they have are totally different. I'm telling you. Oh,
They understand it themselves.
Sammy, they are the only people who understand the things they send to themselves. When you see a lady saying, "This is my cat," it is not cattle.
Hey,
Oh, Sammy. You
Sammy
don't.
is shocked.
It's okay. Let's keep it to our bro code alone. Well,
so
so let's
I think you have to educate me on that very well.
let's leave that to the ladies. Let them talk about this. But we are just trying to let them know that we know.
We
You
are
get it?
aware.
We are aware. But just
Not that we don't know.
we don't want to be part. So it's okay. You can keep your code. We'll keep our code. Don't try to get into our code. We'll also stay away from your code. It's as simple as that.
Yes.
Well, keep your messages coming and then keep your contributions coming as well. I'm going on my very last break. When I'm back, the phone lines will be open. You can call and join us. Tell us what you think. Help us form the Operation 50 codes. Okay, so the Operation 50 bro codes. Help us. We have done the first 5. We have 45 more to go. Please stay with us. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are still in the studios discussing the bro code. We've been able to form a few of them, and we are asking that you help us do the 50. Okay, so the 45 to add to the first 5 to make 50. So we are doing the Operation 50 bro code rules. They are unwritten rules, but we are trying to write out 50 that we can start with. All right. So, guys, I have a particular question there, but before we go there, let me find out this from you. Is it okay to tell your guy, your bro, that his woman is cheating? Charlie, we are bros, so this one is not snitching. No, we are talking to ourselves.
That's one day.
I'm not going. It's not like I'm telling the woman that you are cheating. I'm telling you that Charlie, your girl they cheat too. Is it okay? Sammy say we there. Yeah? I should be able to tell you, say Charlie, I see your girl for some corner now.
I think it all has to do with how you approach the situation.
Wait, Sammy, wait. This is a bro code. Sammy, you've seen my wife, pal, wife. Oh, this one is not even wife, and you can't prompt me.
Oh no. That's why I'm saying that it depends on how you approach the situation. First of all, even if I'm supposed to tell you, it has to be in a way, like how I'm supposed to go about it. I just don't need to just stand up and then come and then disclose things to you just like that. So, first of all, what I would do is I'll speak to the lady for about so many consecutive times and then make sure that she changes from the attitude and all. But when I realize that, I mean, she's practicalizing things which are not, good, or which won't be good
so
for.
then at that time, you tell your bro,
oh yeah,
Sammy, you are wicked.
I'm not wicked.
You are wicked. So you've known all this while that my wife is. See, this is what I'll say.
It's not going to take a month.
What if it does?
It's not going to take 3
What
weeks.
stops you from immediately telling me that guy, watch out, this is happening?
Oh
So
no,
let's find a way
there may
to
be
deal
a
with
case
it.
that she will listen to me and then change, and you guys might have a successful marriage within some few time to come. So that one too is possible.
Hey,
You understand?
Wegu,
Oh,
let's leave Sammy out.
media, I'll choke.
One time,
Sharp.
Hey, Sammy, bro.
you
Like,
made a
no, it's not. No, this is not a broken rule because
Time no
you are just
day.
talking to your brother about it. Say, guy, Charlie, I see something. This one for watch out.
you
Yeah.
know,
Actually,
just-
we are
I'll
policing
just
each
sign
other.
I'm not saying that I'll not tell you, but then I'll work it out from somewhere.
Why do you want to work what out again? When you are the one that has the feeling you've seen the thing.
I'll surely tell you if you really doesn't
She
change.
doesn't want to be a third party.
'Cause
Because
I'm
usually when you go and snitch, they end up coming back together and then
And
you are
then-
the third person.
You understand?
So that's what you're trying to
Yeah,
avoid. But
but
you're not
me
snitching
there,
to the
me-
third
me
party.
there.
You are snitching to your own
I'm
brother.
looking at probably you guys have been there for years.
No, no.
You understand?
And so,
Years,
states.
and of which I know probably if I should do that, it's gonna be helpful or something. So I'll try that before. Disclose.
Sammy, I think you rather should not even speak at all. But I say, "We're trying to say, "Party." Say, "Man, okay."
And you see, you want to go and enter the pit.
Then David. But you know what? Talking about how you see, guys, irrespective of all these things, we really hold our backs. So, like, we always got our own backs. But you know, I've been wondering. So, in your own opinion, do you think girls are able to have their backs the way guys do?
No.
Mm,
It's a big no for me.
a big no. Sammy, do you think girls are able to?
No.
Okay, why?
The reason is, girls themselves, if they would testify, they know that sometimes they are complicated.
They don't even understand them themselves.
So it's very difficult for them to hang out with their fellow, friends and all. And sometimes a little thing they want to, expose or to disclose it or something. So I don't think. No. But as compared to guys.
They just no for them.
No.
Why no?
A woman, dear. They are just coconsa. That's all.
They're just concerned. They talk too much. But it's true. I agree with Kweku. See, you open your mouth and speak one line, and they'll speak like 8 lines. And so when they are not getting the 8 lines to speak, where again would they go and speak the 8 lines?
You understand?
They end up breaking the codes.
You understand?
So I think I agree with Kweku.
Yes. And they are more emotional too. You see, for men, we are very practical. We like to calculate our steps.
So the emotions drive them to talk too much.
You know,
But they talk.
They are not able to hold things.
Joe, where are you? What Mabna is doing?
You know, then everything is done.
All right, guys. On this note, I'm going to draw the curtains to an end. I believe we've had a very exciting evening and an interesting topic. And remember, the bro code is very real. Okay, they are unwritten rules, but instinctively it works, and we always got our backs, and we need to keep having our backs because it's very important. Look, you may never know who you meet tomorrow. All right, and you don't know who or where your help comes from. Remember, the COVID is still in the corner. Get your vaccine. Get vaccinated is very important, okay? So that in a few months ahead, all of us can take out this uncomfortable mask and live life like we used to. Stay safe, stick by the rules, stay with the rules, and move with the rules. We'll see you next week.